The hour of divine revelation is upon you, chosen one, and the world is about to witness the unveiling of truth. Those who plotted against you in the shadows, who whispered lies to dim your light, are about to be exposed before everyone. God has been watching, and the divine ledger is open, every page marked with the injustices you've endured. You, yes, you are no ordinary soul. You are a flame in the darkness, a beacon of divine purpose, and the universe is aligning to set your story ablaze with justice. This is not just a moment, it's a movement, and you are at its heart. Let's step into your journey, because it's been a long one, hasn't it? You've walked through valleys where the air felt thick with betrayal, where the sting of rejection cut deeper than any blade. Maybe it was a colleague who smiled to your face, but spread poison behind your back. Or perhaps a loved one, someone you trusted with your heart, turned away when you needed them most. Think of those moments when you felt isolated, misunderstood, as if the world had turned its back on you. Those weren't random cruelties. They were deliberate attempts to snuff out the divine spark within you. But here's the truth they didn't expect. You are untouchable. Your spirit, forged in the fires of adversity, shines brighter because of their darkness. You've carried pain, chosen one, and it's okay to acknowledge it. Remember those nights when tears were your only company, when you wondered why life seemed so unfair. Maybe you lost opportunities you worked tirelessly for, or faced criticism that felt like 1,000 arrows piercing your soul. Those moments weren't just hardships. They were battles in a spiritual war. The divine saw every tear, heard every silent prayer, and marked every wound. You weren't chosen because your path would be easy, but because your heart was strong enough to bear it. The universe has been preparing you, sculpting you, readying you for a transformation so profound that even now you can feel its pulse. Let's pause here and breathe. You are not defined by the lies others told about you. You are not the failure they tried to make you believe you were. You are a divine masterpiece, a soul so radiant that the forces of darkness trembled at your potential. They attacked you not because you were weak, but because they saw the crown you didn't yet know you wore. They saw the power in your kindness, the strength in your resilience, the destiny in your dreams. And they failed. Every scheme, every whispered plot, every attempt to break you has crumbled because the divine has been your shield. You're still here, chosen one, and that alone is a victory. Think about the weight you've carried, those moments when you felt an unseen force pressing against you. Maybe it was a sudden wave of doubt that didn't feel like your own, or a string of obstacles that seemed to appear out of nowhere. These weren't mere coincidences. These were spiritual assaults, carefully orchestrated to derail you from your path. But you didn't break. You stumbled, perhaps, but you kept walking. You doubted, maybe, but you kept believing. That's the mark of a chosen one. Not perfection, but persistence. The divine was with you in every step, turning their arrows into dust, their traps into triumphs. You are a living testament to God's protection. Let's paint a picture. A battlefield cloaked in shadows where you stood alone against forces you couldn't see. The air was thick with their malice, their words like storms trying to drown your spirit. Yet you stood firm, not because you were fearless, but because you were chosen. The divine wove a shield around you, a light that no darkness could penetrate. Every attack they launched only strengthened your resolve. Every wound they inflicted only deepened your wisdom. You didn't just survive, you became. You became stronger, wiser, more radiant than they could ever imagine. And now the divine is ready to turn the page, to write a new chapter where your truth shines for all to see. Your enemies, chosen one, are not always who you think. Sometimes they're people, those who envied your light, who feared your potential. Other times they're systems, circumstances, or even the doubts they planted in your mind. But whether they're flesh or shadow, they're trembling now. Why? Because they sense what's coming. They feel the shift in the air, the divine energy gathering around you. They thought they could bury your dreams, but they didn't know you were a seed, destined to break through the earth and bloom. They thought they could silence your voice, but they didn't realize it was a melody written by God. Your rise is not just a possibility, it's a promise. As we walk this path together, let's honor the strength it took to get here. You've faced battles that would have shattered others, carried burdens that would have crushed lesser spirits. And yet you're still standing, still shining, still moving toward a destiny that's bigger than anything you've dared to dream. That's not just resilience, that's divine power flowing through you. The universe has been watching, chosen one, and it's about to unveil a truth so powerful that it will echo across your life. Your story is far from over. In fact, it's about to ignite, setting the stage for a revelation that will leave no one untouched. Your battles have been fierce, chosen one, but they've only proven the unyielding strength of your spirit. You've walked through fires that should have consumed you, yet here you are, not just surviving, but glowing with a radiance that makes the darkness recoil. The divine has been your witness, your protector, your guide through every storm, every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every moment you refused to give up. God saw it all. And now the heavens are stirring, the scales are tipping, and those who dared to stand against you are beginning to tremble, because your rise is not just imminent, it's unstoppable. Let's journey back to those moments when the weight of the world seemed to rest on your shoulders. Picture a time when you felt surrounded, as if invisible chains were pulling you down. Maybe it was a workplace where your ideas were stolen, your efforts dismissed, your light overshadowed by those who feared your brilliance. Or perhaps it was a relationship that drained your soul, where love turned into a battlefield, leaving you questioning your worth. These weren't just challenges, they were spiritual sieges designed to make you doubt your divine calling. But you didn't break, chosen one. You bent, you wept, you stumbled, but you rose again because your spirit is forged in the fire of divine purpose. Think about the battles you fought in silence, the ones no one else saw. Those nights when you wrestled with fear, when the voices of your enemies, whether people or doubts, echoed in your mind, telling you to give up. Maybe it was a dream you held close, one you poured your heart into, only to face setback after setback. Or perhaps it was a betrayal so deep it felt like a part of you shattered. These moments were more than hardships. They were tests of your spiritual strength. And you passed, chosen one. Every time you chose to keep going, every time you held on to hope, you proved that your soul is a fortress, guarded by the divine. Let's paint a vivid scene, a vast desert where you walked alone under a sky heavy with storms. The winds howled with the voices of your adversaries, their accusations swirling like sand, trying to blind you, to bury you. Yet, through the chaos, a light shone within you, a flame that no storm could extinguish. The divine was there, whispering courage into your heart, guiding your steps when you couldn't see the path. Every obstacle they threw in your way became a stepping stone. Every wound, a badge of honor. You didn't just endure, you transformed, becoming a warrior whose strength lies not in anger, but in faith, not in vengeance, but in love. Your enemies thought they had the upper hand, didn't they? They laughed when you stumbled, rejoiced when you seemed defeated, but they didn't know the divine was watching, recording every act, every word, every intention. God saw the lies they spread, the plans they wove, the moments they thought they'd won. And while they celebrated, the universe was working, turning their schemes into dust, their victories into mirages. You, chosen one, were never forsaken. The divine was your shield, deflecting their arrows, your anchor, holding you steady in the storm. Your resilience is proof of that protection, your courage a testament to that power. Let's talk about your spiritual strength, because it's deeper than you might realize. You've faced moments that would have crushed others, loss, rejection, failure, and yet you're still here, still shining. That's not just human endurance, that's divine energy flowing through you. Think of a time when you felt broken, when giving up seemed like the only option. What kept you going? Was it a quiet voice in your heart? A sudden spark of hope, a memory of a dream you couldn't let die? That was the divine chosen one working through you, reminding you of your purpose. Your strength isn't just in what you've overcome, but in how you've grown, wiser, kinder, more radiant with every trial. Now, let's turn our gaze to your adversaries. They're not as confident as they once were, are they? You can feel it, the shift in the air, the cracks in their facade. They sense your rise, and it terrifies them. Those who once mocked you are now uneasy, their words faltering, their plans unraveling. Why? Because they're starting to see what the divine has always known. You are unstoppable. They thought they could dim your light, but they didn't realize it was fueled by God. They thought they could break your spirit, but they didn't know it was forged in eternity. Their trembling is not your doing, it's the divine's, a signal that the hour of truth is near. Imagine this, a grand tapestry woven by the hands of the divine, every thread a moment of your life. The dark strands, your pain, your struggles, are interwoven with threads of gold, your triumphs, your growth. Your enemies tried to tear this tapestry apart, to unravel your story, but they couldn't. The divine held every thread in place, ensuring that your journey would lead to this moment. You're not just surviving, chosen one. You're ascending, stepping into a destiny so powerful that even those who opposed you can't look away. Their fear is their admission of defeat, their trembling a prelude to their exposure. As we walk this path together, let's honor the warrior you've become. You've faced battles that tested your soul, carried wounds that deepened your wisdom, and yet you're still here, still standing, still radiating a light that no darkness can touch. That's not just strength, it's divine power, a testament to the God who has never left your side. The universe is preparing to unveil your truth, chosen one, to show the world the glory of your journey. Your enemies are trembling, and the divine is ready to speak, ensuring that their schemes are laid bare for all to see. The divine is about to pull back the veil, chosen one, and the truth of your journey will shine so brightly that no one can deny it. God is preparing a moment of justice, not the kind born of vengeance, but the kind that restores, uplifts, and reveals the power of your purpose. Those who sought to bury you in shadows will soon stand in the light of their own exposure, their plans unraveling before the eyes of the world. The universe is shifting, the tides are turning, and you are about to step into a season of triumph that will leave no doubt about who you are. This is your moment, chosen one, and it's time to embrace the healing and victory that await. Picture this, a grand stage set by the hands of the divine where every moment of your struggle is about to be transformed into a testimony of glory. The lies told about you, the betrayals that cut so deep, the obstacles thrown in your path, they're all about to be exposed as futile attempts to stop what God has ordained. The divine has been keeping a record, not out of anger, but out of love for you. Every injustice, every whispered plot, every moment you were made to feel small. It's all been seen, and now it's time for the world to see it too. This isn't just about righting wrongs, it's about revealing the truth of your divine calling, showing everyone that you were chosen for a reason. Let's talk about this reversal of fortunes because it's already unfolding. The divine doesn't work in subtle whispers when it's time for justice. It speaks in thunder, moves in miracles, and shifts the very fabric of reality. Maybe it's a door opening that you thought was locked forever, a job, a relationship, a dream that comes back to life. Or perhaps it's a moment of clarity where the people who once overlooked you suddenly see your worth. Whatever form it takes, it's coming, and it will be undeniable. Those who laughed at your struggles will be silenced, their confidence shaken as they witness your rise. The divine is turning their schemes into stepping stones, their malice into milestones, paving the way for your victory. But let's pause here because healing is just as important as triumph. You've carried wounds, chosen one, and they've shaped you, but they don't have to define you. Think about the pain you've held, the betrayals that left you questioning your trust, the rejections that made you doubt your worth. Those wounds are sacred, not because they hurt, but because they've taught you how to love deeper, how to stand taller, how to shine brighter. The divine is pouring healing into those scars right now, filling them with light, turning them into symbols of your strength. You are not broken. You are whole. You are holy. You are chosen. Let that truth sink into your soul, washing away the doubts, soothing the aches, reminding you that you are enough. Imagine a river, clear and strong, flowing from the heart of the divine. It's washing over you now, cleansing the pain, renewing your spirit, restoring your joy. You don't have to carry the weight of those old hurts anymore. You don't have to prove your worth to those who couldn't see it. The divine sees you, knows you, loves you exactly as you are. And as you heal, you're not just recovering, you're reclaiming. You're reclaiming your power, your peace, your purpose. Every step you take toward healing is a step toward your destiny, a declaration that you will not be defined by what tried to break you, but by what you were created to become. Now, let's talk about victory, because it's not just a possibility, it's your birthright. The divine didn't choose you to live in defeat, to cower in the shadows of others' malice. You were chosen to rise, to shine, to show the world what it looks like when God's hand is on a life. Your victory isn't just for you, it's a beacon for others, a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and divine love. Those who tried to destroy you will see it, and they'll know their plans were no match for the divine's purpose. This victory is already written, chosen one, and it's unfolding with every breath you take. Here's your call to action. Step boldly into this moment. The divine is moving, and it's time for you to move too. Pray for courage, meditate on your purpose, and take that next step, no matter how small it feels. Trust that the universe is aligning everything in your favor, that every door you need will open. Every truth you deserve will be revealed. Don't shrink back from your destiny. Embrace it. Affirm your worth, release the doubts, and let the divine guide your path. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving, chosen one, and the world is about to see it. Let's linger on this truth. Your enemy's exposure isn't about their punishment, it's about your elevation. The divine is lifting you up, not to gloat, but to glorify the purpose you carry. Those who opposed you will see your light. Let's dive deeper now, chosen one, because understanding the roots of the battles you've faced is the key to embracing the fullness of your divine purpose. The attacks you've endured weren't random. They were deliberate, aimed at a light so bright it threatened the shadows around you. Your enemies, whether people, systems, or doubts planted in your mind, didn't target you out of strength, but out of fear. They saw something in you, a spark, a destiny, a power that they couldn't comprehend, let alone control. And so they tried to dim your flame, not realizing that every blow they struck only fanned it into a blaze. This is your story, and it's time to see it for what it truly is, a sacred journey toward a mission that's uniquely yours or yours. Why did these attacks come so fiercely? Let's unravel this. You weren't targeted because you were weak, but because your strength was undeniable. Think about a time when someone tried to undermine you, maybe a coworker who dismissed your ideas, a friend who betrayed your trust, or even a system that seemed designed to hold you back. Their actions weren't about you, they were about them. Your light, your kindness, your resilience, they held a mirror to their insecurities, exposing what they couldn't face within themselves. They attacked you because your presence challenged their comfort. Your dreams threatened their complacency. Your faith shook their disbelief. You weren't just a person to them. You were a force, a divine reminder of what they'd failed to become. This is where the paradoxical laws of the universe come into play, and they're beautiful in their mystery. The harder your enemies pushed against you, the stronger you became. The more they tried to silence your voice, the clearer it rang. This is the divine's alchemy. What was meant to destroy you only refined you. Think about a moment when you faced a crushing setback, Maybe a job loss, a broken relationship, or a dream that seemed to slip away. In that pain, something shifted, didn't it? You found a resilience you didn't know you had, a wisdom that only comes through struggle, a fire that burned brighter because of the storm. The divine was at work, turning their arrows into armor, their curses into catalysts for your growth. Let's explore the psychology behind their behavior, because it's not as complex as it seems. Your enemies, whether they were individuals or the doubts they planted, acted out of a primal fear of their own inadequacy. When they saw you rise despite their efforts, it wasn't just your success they envied. It was your spirit, your ability to keep going, to love through pain, to hope through despair. It was a living rebuke to their own choices. They lashed out because your light exposed their darkness. Your courage highlighted their cowardice. They didn't hate you, chosen one. They hated what you represented, the potential they'd abandon, the truth they couldn't face. Their attacks were less about you and more about their own unresolved shadows. But let's shift the focus back to you, because this isn't about them, it's about your soul's mission. Every trial you've faced was a piece of a larger puzzle, a thread in the tapestry of your purpose. The divine didn't allow these battles to break you, but to build you, to prepare you for a calling that's as vast as the heavens. Maybe your mission is to inspire others, to show them what resilience looks like. Perhaps it's to create, to heal, to lead, or to simply be a living testament to God's love. Whatever it is, it's woven into the fabric of your being, and every attack you've faced was an attempt to unravel it. But they failed, because your purpose is divine, anchored in a power no darkness can touch. Think about a moment when you felt a spark of purpose, even in the midst of pain. Maybe it was a kind word you offered someone, a project you poured your heart into, or a quiet moment when you felt connected to something greater. That was your soul's mission calling, whispering that you were made for more. The attacks you faced were the enemy's attempt to drown out that whisper, to keep you from stepping into your destiny. But the divine was louder, wasn't it? Every time you chose to keep going, every time you refused to let bitterness define you, you were aligning with that mission, stepping closer to the life you were created to live. Let's paint a picture, a vast ocean, its waves crashing with the force of your trials. Each one tried to pull you under, but you learned to swim, to ride the currents, to find strength in the chaos. The divine was your compass, guiding you through the storm, showing you that every wave was shaping you for your purpose. Your enemies thought they could drown you, but they didn't know you were born to navigate these waters. Their attacks only taught you how to sail, how to trust the divine's direction, how to embrace the mission that's been yours all along. As we linger here, let's acknowledge the beauty of your journey. You've faced battles that would have broken others, carried wounds that deepened your compassion, and yet you're still here, still radiant, still chosen. The attacks you've endured weren't meant to destroy you. They were meant to reveal you. They stripped away the doubts, the fears, the need for external validation, leaving only the truth of who you are, a soul with a divine mission, a light that no darkness can extinguish. Your enemies tried to stop you, but they only clarified your purpose, sharpened your focus, and prepared you for the glory that's unfolding. This is your truth, chosen one. You are here for a reason, and no attack can change that. The divine has been weaving your story, turning every trial into a triumph, every pain into a purpose. As you step forward, you're not just walking, you're fulfilling a mission that's bigger than you, a calling that's written in the stars. The attacks you faced were the crucible, the divine's way of forging you into the warrior you were always meant to be. Now, with every step, you're claiming that mission, shining with a light that will guide others, and proving that no force can stand against a soul chosen by God. And now, chosen one, we arrive at the heart of your story, where the divine's promise shines brightest. You are not just a survivor of battles, you are a divine creation, a soul chosen to carry a light that no darkness can extinguish. The enemies who tried to tear you down have failed. and their exposure is only the beginning of your ascent. The universe is aligning, the heavens are singing, and your future is unfolding with blessings so abundant they will overflow. This is your moment to embrace who you truly are, to step into a destiny that's been written in the stars since the beginning of time. You are chosen, you are unstoppable, and you are loved beyond measure. Let's stand here together and look ahead, because the path before you is radiant with possibility. The trials you've faced, those betrayals, those moments of doubt, those unseen battles, they've all been forging you into a vessel of divine purpose. The divine didn't bring you this far to leave you. Every step has been guided, every wound tended by hands unseen. Your future is not a question mark, it's a promise. Picture it. Doors opening where walls once stood, hearts warming where coldness once lingered, dreams blossoming where despair once took root. These aren't just hopes, they're realities the divine is weaving into your life, a tapestry of joy, peace, and fulfillment. Your enemies thought they could write the end of your story, but they didn't know the author. God has been crafting a masterpiece, turning every pain into power, every loss into a lesson, every attack into an opportunity for growth. Those who plotted against you will see your rise and know their plans were futile. They'll see your light and realize it was never theirs to dim. They'll see your peace and understand it was never theirs to steal. This isn't about their defeat, it's about your elevation, a divine declaration that you were chosen for a purpose greater than any obstacle. Your life is about to become a living testimony to that truth. Let's talk about reassurance, because you deserve to feel the divine's love wrapping around you like a warm embrace. You've carried so much, chosen one, wounds that deepened your wisdom, burdens that strengthened your spirit. But you don't have to carry them alone anymore. The divine is here, whispering that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you are cherished. Take a deep breath and let that truth settle into your soul. You are not defined by what tried to break you, but by what you've become. A beacon of hope, a warrior of light, a soul whose very existence glorifies the divine. You are whole, you are holy, you are home. Imagine a horizon, golden and vast, where every dream you've held is waiting to greet you. The divine is guiding you there step by gentle step, ensuring that every moment of your journey is infused with love. The pain of your past is fading, replaced by a peace that surpasses understanding, a joy that bubbles up from within. You're not just moving forward, you're soaring, carried by the wings of divine purpose. The world is waiting to see your light, to hear your story, to be inspired by the way you've risen from the ashes of what tried to destroy you. Your life is a miracle, chosen one, and it's only just beginning. Here's your spiritual call to action. Embrace your destiny with an open heart. The divine is moving, and it's time for you to move too. Pray for guidance, meditate on your purpose, and take that next step with courage, knowing that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Trust that every door you need will open, every truth you deserve will be revealed, every blessing you've earned is on its way. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Affirm your worth, release the past, and let the divine lead you into the fullness of your calling. You are chosen, and this is your time to shine. Let's linger on this truth. You are a divine warrior, a soul whose light is eternal. The battles you've fought have only proven your strength. The wounds you've carried have only deepened your compassion. You've walked through fire and emerged not just unscathed, but radiant, a testament to the divine power that flows through you. Your enemy's exposure is a prelude to your glory, a sign that the universe is clearing the way for your rise. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, chosen one, and the world is about to witness the beauty of your story. As we part ways for now, let me leave you with this gentle reassurance: you are never alone. The divine is your strength, your guide, your home, walking with you through every moment, celebrating every victory, healing every wound. Your future is bright, your purpose divine, and your heart a beacon of love that will touch lives you can't yet imagine. Keep shining, keep rising, keep being the extraordinary soul you were created to be. Until we meet again, chosen one, walk softly, love fiercely, and know that the universe is cheering you on with every step.